in the middle. And I'm always going this way, so I finally come back and put line my leg.
Uh-oh. Let's start over.
What am I doing?
By lining the ball up on your front foot?
Yeah.
It looks fine.
Anybody finish 20?
Yeah.
Did you?
It's not. Alright. More feel. If you feel good doing it that way, it's probably a good thing.
Actually, the alignment with my foot and the putter.
Yeah, it helps you line up. Yeah.
It helps.
It's a good idea. Yeah. I think that's once you've seen the ball, you've seen the ball missing on the left more than the right.
I think so. What about that?
It's fine.
Oh, did you finish?
Yeah.
You did all the 20?
He wins. Oh, yeah. What you mean record time?
Oh no, it's gonna be short.
Nope. You can't be sure.
No, he's short.
Not short.
You gotta make it to the hole or pass. Between here and here.
Gary says I watched the fun.
What?
We can play, Lottie.
Wait a minute, have fun.
The song's complete. There you go. Alright, I'm going to move this down here, guys. So once you've completed that, a couple minutes, and then come down to the chipping green here, okay?
Alright. What club do you want us to have?
I'll bring a 7 iron or an 8 iron, okay. And also maybe your sand wedge as well. Got a 56 and an 8. Is that good? Yep.
What are we starting this song?
We're going to play Pig.
Pig?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to get inside of that, or you get the letter P.
Ah. Wow. That's well inside of it. How's that?
Yep, I got P. Playing a game there? I like it. That's good. Our next one is to flop over Gary. Yeah. Right? I'll go for it. You're a brave man. You're plus 3 handicap chipping, so I got no problem with that.
I want to see if he keeps his eyes open when you do that.
I hope you have good dental.
Dental? I hope he's got a cup on. I've seen you flop.
Who was it they were showing Rory with the two guys where the guy chips it over Rory's head?
Oh, really?
And the guy behind him's got a driver and hits it.
And hit it?
Yeah.
Oh, no kid.
Yeah, they're doing all these trick shots these days. Did you see the one with, is it Paula Creamer? Or no, it was Natalie Galbis. Hit the guy in the stand. They were practicing and this guy's lying sleeping in the stand. There's no one else in the stand.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I think she knew him, or he was like part of the management team or something. And she takes the ball, it was like 100 yards away. Whoa, what? And so he's sleeping. I don't know if it was staged. It's pretty funny, but even if it was staged, but it's pretty impressive. All right, so chipping, as I said, I think Larry said he used a 9-iron, so he went down for chipping. And when we did the assessment, everyone else was kind of using sand wedges, which is fine if you've got a club, you know, that that you're comfortable with and you like to use it, I would just say give using the other clubs in a bag a shot. Practice a little bit with them as well, and then kind of opens up different options around the green as well. And I think you're going to get a little bit more consistency. Who knows what the bounce of the club is?
Yeah.
You know the bounce of the old familiar with the bounce of the club?
Yep.
All right, well, with chipping, with pretty much every shot, you got bunkers, we want to use the bounce of the club. Chipping, pitching, we always want to use the bounce of the club, okay? We got this, you see here, obviously, this is the sand wedge here. So we got the bounce here, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if we're going to use that, okay, to help us, that's designed specifically to help you, especially in like this when we've got some wet ground, right? We don't want to be digging the leading edge in. As soon as the club does this, okay, the club turns over like that, you now have no bounce, right? So that's why you'll see a lot of guys on, maybe it's a hard surface, a firm surface, don't want to be using the bounce, right? Because the bounce is going to be exactly that. When it hits a hard surface, it bounces up into the ball, and that's where you get your thin shots come from, right? So if you're on a real super hard surface, you definitely want to go to something like an 8-iron, a 6-iron, whatever, and just get a little chip because there's not any bounce on it. You can even set your hands a little bit forward. That's taking the bounce off it again. So you're going to eliminate that shot where you get that bounce on a hard surface into the ball. Okay, you get that away. So the same thing on the soft ground, right? We want to use the bounce. So you're going to use something that's got a little bit more bounce, maybe. We're going to help you out a little bit. So if you had the choice, if you have to go over a bunker, for example, and you're in the bunker for that matter, or it's the soft ground right here, you're going to want to use a club that's got a lot of bounce on it. Okay, so you'll see that this one's a 13-degree bounce. That's probably what I would choose there, because that's going to help you if you miss hit a little bit, if you're a little bit heavy. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Because it's going to...
So with the bounce, are you going to open the club anymore?
You can.
Or
if you open the face up, right, that actually is kind of increasing the bounce.
Yes.
And it's going to definitely help you use that bounce more.
Okay.
And a little way you guys can try this out, see if you like it. But for me, a good way to feel and make sure we use the bounce is to feel like you're keeping that right palm faced up, right? Pitch shots, bunker shots. I've found quite a lot of success doing that. Most every shot in the bag, really. Feel like that right palm's facing up through the shot, right? But if you think about it, right, got my right palm facing up here, okay? Face is open, all right? If that right palm gets face down, look what happens to the face, right? So that's controlling the face, right? So now if you're on this wet ground, we're getting that face over and we're digging in, all right? If we can keep that faced up, okay, all the way, all right, we're just going to nicely just bounce off the surface, okay? Okay, see that? So you're going to feel like that right palm's faced up all the way through, all right? Even chipping as well, okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep that right palm faced up. If you find another way that works for you in terms of mental imagery, then that's fine. But I would give that one a try first. Just really feel like that right palm's facing up, okay? So here we're gonna do chipping. This is really wet here, so we're gonna take out. You got 8-iron.
I got an 8.
7, 8,
7,
wedge.
We'll just get around here. We'll go like maybe one person right here, and then over here, and over here, and up the back here. Okay.
With an 8.
With an 8, yeah, with an 8.
But if we're going here with an 8, I find that the run out is pretty long.
Yep.
And so you almost have to bounce it off the hill in order to have it check.
We'll go with that back flag, okay?
Okay.
Let's get the 8 for that back flag up there. But you're right. The aim of the chipping, right? Whatever, you could use a 4-iron, you could use a 6-iron, you could use whatever, right? I would suggest that a good way to think of it is the ball first bounce be on the edge of the green, okay? So we're keeping it in the air for only the minimum amount of time, okay? That's the way I would think about when we're chipping.
And we'll go to that flag back there?
Yeah, go for that back flag if you've got an 8-iron. That probably makes sense. So, if you were going to that back flag, right, and you wanted it just to land its first bounce to be in the green, you could maybe use a 4-iron. And then it's a shorter chip. It's a shorter swing, right? So, I think that's a good way to think about it.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Now, what I typically do is I choke up quite a bit so that I feel like I have better control over the head.
Yeah, definitely. You choke down the club a little bit, and then you're going to feel the
same thing.
hands are a bit closer.
He wants the ball to hit the green and then run the rest of the way. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? You want the ball to hit on the edge of the green?
Yeah.
With an 8 iron and it'll go all the way.
Well, that would be, you know, you have to kind of figure that one out and see where it goes. With an 8 iron for that back flag, you have to throw it up a little bit further. But when you're out on the course, right, you practice all the different clubs around the green, then now you can, with 8 iron, you probably got a swing about there, right? If you had a 4 or 5 iron, maybe a little bit less, you're just chipping it, run it up. But obviously, you know, it takes practice.
Oh, that almost went in.
Get you here, Larry. Okay. You're unsaturated.
Oh.
Son's got all them balls in the way. I can't make it there.
I'm playing defense.
Who's having problems? Who's doing well?
Well, I always struggle with distance control.
Okay.
I mean, it's, you know, either hit it too far or
Right?
you know, whether I accelerate enough too much through it. Yeah, like I'll do that one, which I think was a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
And then the next one I'll blow past it.
Where are you thinking about landing this?
I was thinking about landing it about halfway to the hill.
Okay.
Well, that was a miss hit.
You got an 8 iron?
Yes.
Okay.
See, that one blows way past it.
Yeah, not too bad. It's not a particularly easy shot from here. It's
Okay.
You get to that flag, you just trying to run it up and just
So-
get it running over the top of the hill, right?
Yeah.
It's all about where if you hit your landing spot or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you don't have any control over anything
Yeah.
but that, right? Once it...
Couple more, Bill.
Yeah, to me that was hit way too hard. You agree or no?
Too bad.
No? Okay.
Oh!
Flags in
You
the
got a hole
way.
one?
Flag!
Flags in the way.
A couple more and just try and land them. Try and land this, I'm going to say 5 feet on.
5 feet out.
See what happens. Where are you putting the ball in terms of your stance? You putting it back in your stance?
Back.
Forward? You going back in your stance?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Should I?
Good right there. Okay, what's going to happen when you putting the ball back in your stance?
It stayed low, right?
Yeah. You're going back in your stance, right? Your hands are way ahead.
Right.
Okay. So you've de-lofted the club.
Yeah.
Okay, quite a bit. You're guaranteeing, the one real good thing you're doing, you're kind of guaranteeing, especially with this wet ground, that you're going to get ball first.
Yes.
You want ball
Yes.
first, right?
Yes.
But that is going to make it difficult for you to judge the distance a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, because the face is shut, all right, and we're using our hands and we're keeping that face shut. So you're hitting down there, the ball's going to kind of squirt out low, and that's going to make it real difficult to get the distance. That might be where you're getting the problems with the distance control.
Okay.
You know what I said about feeling like your right arm is facing
up.
Just feeling like that, okay? What that's going to do, what that really does is it keeps the loft of the club the same, okay? So if you go from a 6 iron then an 8
I
iron,
hit one his.
then a pitching wedge. You're going to have the
This is
two
pin
loft.
right here.